Hello everyone and welcome to Blogger and Everything, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to what is going to be a match reaction. That's right, a match reaction, not a match review, because quite honestly I was not able to watch even a single minute of this game. The reason why is I was caught up in traffic. Obviously I've been through the highlights and the likes, but I'm not the type of person to, watch highlights and then pretend like I saw the entirety of the match. So what I am going to do, like I say, is just give my reaction and as far as the result and my thoughts on it, because right off the bat, I should say that it was a disappointing result, and disappointing for reasons that I will explain. I mean, I did, like I say, watch the highlights and looked at the stats, and it's fair to say that it's not really a match in which I would say Barcelona looked like they dominated their opposition. And like I said, especially when you look at the stats, you don't really get that idea. But regardless, my thoughts in as far as this being a disappointment have more to do with the way that everything played out in the end. Because in the end, Barcelona had 3 points in their hands with 8 minutes to go, and 8 minutes of added time, granted, but by the end of the match, they lost 2 of those points and they only walked away with 1 point. And for me, I felt like that was a bit of a letdown, especially when you consider how Barcelona dropped points at Celta de Vigo in roughly similar kind of circumstances. Maybe against Celta, it was definitely more disappointing because, the red card and a 2-goal lead and that ridiculous mistake by Jules Koundé. But this time around, though, I still kind of felt like when you're Barcelona, you're 2-1 up, you've only got 8 more minutes left. You should be able to close out a match, even if it's at the Benito Villamarin, which, yes, it is a tricky venue to go to, but it is also a venue in which Barcelona have been pretty good over the past 10 years almost. I mean, look, 2016 is the last time that Barcelona lost at the Benito Villamarin, and I think in their last, 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons that they've been there, they've won majority of the games. And this is one which, once again, Barcelona were not able to win, unfortunately. And you're able to look at the fact, and you've only got to look at the fact that this team, I think, needs to now find ways in order to control matches. There's just no two ways about it. Yes, it's good to have the high octane, full on attack, attack kind of football, but in these precarious matches, the ones where you haven't really been the outright best team, where your goalkeeper has made more saves than the keeper from the other team, I think it makes a bit more sense once you have the lead to say, okay, how exactly can we ensure that we keep this lead? Especially once again, if you're going up against a team that your title rivals in Real Madrid beat. Because, Real Madrid did beat Real Betis in as much as it was an underwhelming performance on that day for Madrid, but they still got 3 points. And you need to be able to match their results against these types of opponents. And look, Real Betis isn't Real Madrid or Atleti, I don't think they're even in the top 4. So this should be the kind of match which Barca should be able to control at least for 8 minutes and see it out to get the result. Now, you could obviously point out the fact that Barca probably don't have the best personnel at hand in order to, see out a game just passing the ball around. The wingers in particular are trigger happy, Lamine and Rafinha, they're both pretty trigger happy, but I think they can also both take instructions, they can also both be coached to learn how to control games. Other than that, then you probably just have to bring in some, profiles on the wings, like, a Jack Grealish, the kind of winger who, when he gets a touch out on the wing, will either draw a foul to kill the game, just kill the momentum of the opponent, or will find a way to recycle position back infield or back to his defenders. And I mean, look, we have some of the best defenders when it comes to on the ball. So like I said, as much as our keeper might not be so good with it, we should still be able to keep the ball at least for 8 minutes, to suppress the opposition, to just throw a wet, a wet rag on the opponent and just be able to, smother them out. So that's what Barcelona failed to do. And of course, Real Betis duly punished them with that equalizer in the 94th minute. So we now wait to see what Girona would do against Real Madrid, but I wouldn't bank on much coming from them. Real Madrid are probably going to get the win in that game. Just, the fact that they're at home and they tend to beat teams like Girona. Madrid get those 3 points when they need to. And that's something which, honestly, since November, Barcelona haven't exactly been doing. And they need to find a way to do that. And I feel by controlling the match more, they'll be able to do all of that. Anyway, that's just my reaction, guys. I'll watch the full game, and if there is need to revisit it and talk some other points, I'll do another upload. But for now, this is this. Barcelona once again have wasted, their chance to keep La Liga in their hands. It's now in Real Madrid's hands. So yeah, let me know your thoughts though in the comment section. How did you feel about the performance, about the result? Were you aggrieved by anything that went down in this game? Put it all in the comments. But aside from that, I thank you all for tuning in. Do have a great day, and Forza Barca.